We are now recording, and I'm going to do a reading actually for free because this is a very giving individual who's shared my videos. I don't do these only for the money, but there are certain people who really push for what I do. I do it for mental health. Can you please say your full name, sir?
Yes, it's Charles Eros Alexis Gendron Dename.
Whoa, that's a long one. Holy crap. Good, cool. All right, so we have a lot of work to do here. Okay, so slowly, let us get your letters. So your first name is Alex?
Charles.
Oh, pardon me, Charles.
Yeah.
So, okay, Charles, C is a 3. H is an 8. Great. CH. A is a 1. CHA. R is a 9. L is a 3. E is a 5. CHARLES. Okay, and then your next name.
So it would be a dash, EROS, which is actually my first name altogether, but like I don't know like how that would work. That's what I mean. Like it's like kind of like John Mark or like a composed name. Like
I don't know what a dash would be. Could you just give me like what your the letters of your other name?
So Eros would be EROS.
Perfect.
Which is the God of love.
Ah, God of love. Great. EROS. Perfect. E is a 5. R is a 9. O is a 6. S, I believe, is a 1. Nice. Okay, and your next name, please.
Alexi, which ALEXIS.
So fantastic. A is a 1. L is a 3. ALE, I believe, is 5. Yep. Great. ALEXC is a X, right? Or no?
X, yeah.
Great. X is a 6. ALEX, and then I, right?
That's right. I and then S.
Perfect. 9 and then a 1. And then your next name.
Gendron, which would be GENDRON.
All right. I'll still have to ask that again. So G is for sure a 7. G. And then you said R?
GE.
Oh, GE. Sorry. Hold on. Let me slow down. E is a 5. This is a long one. I don't want to mess it up. GE. And then the next one? N, I believe it's 5 again. Wow. Already 2 5s. D. Great.
DRON. RON.
4, and then an O and an N. O is 6. N is a damn 5 again. Wow. Interesting. That's a very good symbol. That's the Pandavas of your Mahabharata, the 5 brothers. Your next name
is Dename, so it's D, E, 5 again.
Hold on 1 second. So that one's a long one. So I want to get it right. So D is a 4. Great. E again would be 5. D, E, go ahead.
N.
N is 5 again. Wow. Uh-huh. O is 6.
And then we got M.
Hold on. M is a 4. Okay. Yep.
Rem. So it would be 2 M's, like so back to back. So
one more M. Oh, 2 M's. Okay, that's 2 4s. And then what's next?
The 2 E's at the end. 2 5s.
Wow. This is going to be intense. Is that it?
That's it.
Wow. Woo! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, Shiva Boom Om JHE. And my brother here. So it equals. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to try something a bit different with this one. So the number I'm seeing, it's an elder number. It's an old number. Oh, it's a high number. But it looks like the weight of a female or someone very frail but important to you. I know you're very strong. So before I add this number together and tell you what it is there anyone that's ever been in your life that has maybe suffered with eating disorders or insecure about their body, being frail, underweight, or just image issues?
Well, my mother has like been. She's very strong, but she's also very frail in other ways. You know what I mean? Like it's best to like so much she's strong in some ways, she's frail in other ways. You know, when it comes to her body image, things like that, for sure. Like she's always had issues, and now today, like she's 69, and actually we're born on the same day, me and my mother and I, March 16th, and she's always had issues like with body image and stuff because she was raped when she was 15.
Wow. Okay.
And so ever since she's been young, she's always had like, you know, when it comes to sexuality, things like that, and how men are, she's always had these body image problems.
Okay.
So she's very strong, but like at the same time, when it comes to those kinds of things, she's very frail. Yeah.
Now, is it safe to say that you and I have had a psychic moment right away?
Oh, for sure, man. Like, yeah. Like, well,
We're all. It's very important. I want to redefine what psychic means. Everyone is connected to someone else's, either their trauma or their success. So very good. So now I'm going to ask this. Did this pattern of frailness, because women have low self-esteem, as I have seen it a lot in my life. My mother abused me. She was also abused. Did this pattern of insecurity with women, did you find that bleeding into your personal relationships with females or however you associate?
Oh, yeah, for sure, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So we're going to build on confidence. I think that already you are here to empower females. You notice that a lot of females, they don't really like men that are spiritual and kind of know what their uterus means. They're kind of alpha female now because of Hunger Games movies and so forth.
Oh, I noticed, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Well,
you have a very yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Well, my fiance, she was a Capricorn, very very earthly. You know what I mean? When you think about Capricorns, very earthly woman, green eyes, beautiful woman, and like she was drawn to me because of like I was different. Like I was, you know, she thought I was a good looking guy, but like she thought I was very different than most guys, and then most women find me like very unique in my ways because I am very like I'm a good looking guy, but I'm not arrogant or I'm very like emotional. I'm into them. I care about them. I really do make an effort towards them. You know what I mean? As compared to like just being about like all sorts of material nonsense. You know?
Yeah. So it's important to understand that I'm speaking to a man who is knows how to defend himself, has a very strong build, but is sensitive to females. So a lot of females out there, they have to let go of their trauma and trust in some men. We will not progress if females only go to females that are alpha females or males that only go to certain kinds of males, right? So now I'm going to ask you this. Does the number 145, and take your time, the number 145 or 541 or 415, does that combination ring a bell to you at all? Take your time.
Well, the only thing that kind of brings to me is because it adds up to 10, and my date of birth is adds up to 10, 316, which is 3 plus 1 plus 6 is 10. So
wait a minute, Hare Krishna. We had another moment. Psychically, I am showing that the birth name can tap into the most intimate pain and the most intimate information about our creation, right?
Yeah.
Wow. So I already know, number one, my brother, do you know how many readings I do, my brother, where it's always Aries, Mars? Now, one is the sun. Now, you are a son to your mother. Now, so this is going to be about a lot of heat, a lot of fire. You've been through a lot of physical challenges. I know a bit about I won't talk about too much of it, but obviously you've already shared with me. I think at 19, you told me you had a near-death experience.
Well, it could have been, I got jumped by 15 guys, beer balls cracked over my head, so I could have died, like many head injuries, and didn't have a concussion. I almost had one, had to be hospitalized, not like long, just for like overnight, because I had to make sure I didn't die in my sleep.
Wow.
And then also when I was a baby, when I was born, I had the croup, which was, it's a disease that essentially Yeah, I'll read up there what it is there. It's a laryngothaceous bronchitis is a type of respiratory infection that is usually caused by a virus. Infection leads to swelling inside the trachea, which interferes with normal breathing and produces the classic symptoms of barking, cough, stridor, and hoarse throat. So back then, they didn't have much methods. Most babies, if they got that, they would die. And I survived. I was able to live through.
So awesome. I want to go back to the age in which you survived the beer bottles. I think you told me you were 19, correct?
Yeah, which 1 + 9 is 10.
There you go. Damn it. There. Okay, so let's not play around here. We're already a third moment of connection. We are all brothers and we're all sisters in a family called the universe. Damn it. So now I'm going to read your number one and show you how already it's speaking to what you just said. Number one in the angel numbers of the tarot, the energies of willpower, motivation, masculine attributes, achievement, success, organization, self-reliance, love, and inspiration. Do those things ring a bell for you?
Oh, absolutely. That defines me quite a bit.
Isn't that funny how I don't even know you well? We've talked 1 or 2 times for like hours, and I feel like I know you and you know me, right?
Well, absolutely. Well, just to show you, like my name, Shaliras Alexi, means Charles means strong free man. Eros means God of love. Alexi means defender of mankind. And those define my intentions.
Wow.
So
great. I love where this is going. So before I go further, I asked my last 2 readings because a lot of them were about fire and Aries. Do you know the signs of anyone who's caused you grief? It could be a lover, friend, family. Do you notice a pattern of anyone that's very martial, fiery, that has been around you?
Oh, yeah. Like, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo for sure. They've always, just my, when I went to cross Canada in RV, my buddy Jordan, he's Sagittarius. And we met this girl, which was a Leo, and he left the whole, like, we had a plan and everything, and he caused me a lot of grief because he was, like, pretty much one of my closest friends I put all my money, resources, my faith into him, saying, hey, we're going to go out there and out west to Vancouver to go and start a new life. And then he ditched me for this Leo. So it's 2 fire symbols, which essentially I brought her into the circle. We had a threesome together. It was like a big story there, but whatever. But anyways, He ended up leaving me behind for this girl. I don't know if he's going on with him now, but so yeah. And then also, there's my aunt, my godmother. She's Aries, and she passed away in 2012 from lung cancer.
Wow. Okay.
And she didn't really keep in touch with me. It kind of broke my heart a bit because I loved her very much. She was always around. She was in BC, British Columbia, which I'm in Ottawa, which is the east part of Canada.
Okay.
And when she died, she never called. I tried reaching out to her. She never got back to me, and she just passed away. She just kind of gave up. And so that kind of hurt me a lot.
Sure.
So, those are the fire symbols. And most, I have my buddy Shimes too, which is Sagittarius, which is fire symbol, which he says he's a good friend, but he never returns my calls lately. Doesn't return my texts, things like that. I feel pretty hurt about it. So, yeah.
Wow. So I'm grateful to you. I danced National Ballet of Canada. I lived in Toronto, the National Ballet School. I've toured Ottawa, Montreal. There's a lot of love in Montreal. So I have a lot of love for Canada. Canada has Ada for Adam, red man, Mars. Your flag is red and white, right?
Yeah.
The phosphorus, phosphorus in everyone's urine in etymology means the morning star, but the color of phosphorus, my brother, is red and white, which means you're right. The queen owns all the money in Canada, and the queen owns the money in damn America. So now I'm having an aha moment, thinking, well, I would imagine that that's a frequency that probably forced both you and me to make those who are fiery more fiery. You see where I'm going?
Well, I'm ascending Aries too. Like I'm Pisces and all the way to Aries.
Wow. Okay, gotcha. That's a good thing though today. Yeah, go ahead.
Year 2. Like if you look at the real calendar, I'm born on the 360th day, which is a full circle. And if you look at the zodiac, which is Aries to Pisces, like do the full circle of the zodiac too.
I'm gonna now name code all these people who burned you. Now, you said there were three of them. There are three letters you said. You said Sag, Aries, and Leo. That is your Sal. So I'm going to ask a question, and metaphorically, take your time with this question. Sal deals with saliva. Now, saliva deals with germs, I would say pests, parasites. Have you ever had any issue with being exposed or someone that was a germaphobe or anything with germs, salvation, saliva, kissing, worried about getting something? Any fears from this?
Well, me myself, I've always been when it comes to my sexuality, I've always been very reserved and conservative because I'm afraid of STDs. I've actually yeah, like I don't sleep with anyone for that. Like like a lot of people think I should be getting women no problem. I'm like, yeah, but I don't sleep around because I'm afraid of STDs and getting women pregnant.
Hare Krishna, another moment, another awesome personal connection. These are connections that not just anyone can dig out, right?
No, well,
you have to be, connected and open. You're open, I'm open. The reason why I'm even doing this is because we're all geniuses. So great. So basically, I've already sort of come to the conclusion that you've been challenged, fire in your life. You've learned from it. A lot of men don't. They get bitter and they cheat and they steal or they hurt others and they sneak around. Women do it too. Bitterness. You have contained your Sal, your Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo, your saliva. Now, Sal is. Go ahead.
Sorry, just interject. There's another Leo too. When I was out in Vancouver, I just thought about it. This girl I moved in with, she was Leo, and it's funny because she was vegan. I'm vegan myself, and like I thought it was going to be good and everything. And when I moved in, it was just a total nightmare.
Wow.
Like she wasn't communicating with me. She was like making things very hard. Not like I could go on about it, but like that's another. So another Leo, two Sagittarius, two Leos, and an Aries. That's funny. And it's funny. I don't have any. Like I don't think of anyone else like that's ever burned me, and they're all the fucking fire symbols. It's crazy.
Yes, I know. I've been doing this for the past 3 years, and every reading leads to Mars, and people have to deal with their fire, meaning you get burnt out. If it's gonorrhea, well, Ghana is Guyonum for Earth. Got to find a way to heal yourself. Now, I'm going to also look at your letters like this. So Sal is also lass, as in last or lassie. So I'm going to ask you, you're a very fit individual, good-looking guy. You have probably had problems with competition, maybe? Alpha males that want to be first over you, maybe?
Absolutely, all the time.
Okay.
Since growing up, I used to get bullied at school. I used to be very good in sports.
Sure.
Not very good with my words, though. And that's why today I work at becoming better with my words, study etymology, things like that.
Awesome.
Because I've always dealt with, I'm kind of like the black sheep, just like my mom. She's like the black sheep of the family. We've always been ostracized, always been kind of, picked on for things. And I always had to fight and defend myself. So, yeah, like if I go into a place, a lot of people feel competitive because I'm very charismatic. Not as much these days because I'm kind of, been more conservative, but I've always been very charismatic. When I go out, people listen to me. They either love me or they hate me. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But you said black sheep. I'm going to blow your mind. So you're now being psychic with me. Now, in my recent presentation, I showed the number 7 and how my name JHE showed up with 664 for 16 for 7. That is Saturn and Shiva. I'm going to remind my followers and subscribers and also leaders that Pythagoras, my name is JHE for 5. And in Chaldean or Chaldean, it equals 2 for 155 in Chaldean and 185 for Pythagoras. That's damn 7. Now, you have 7 bones in your foot. That's a black sheep, same letters. That's the Biggie Smalls rapper. That is Johann Sebastian Bach. Are you a Pisces, you said?
Yeah, I'm Pisces, yeah.
Are you kidding me? Are you damn kidding me? Wow, do you know how deep this is? So watch this. How are your ankles? And actually, I'm going to slow down because you know how to fight. You must probably know how to break down someone's footwork. Do you have really good footwork? Are you very coordinated on your feet?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just my battery's like telling me something is overheating there. So I started to something going on here. Hold Hold on.
No
Sorry.
problem. Yeah, no problem. There's no rush. We're at 20 minutes now. You're fine.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, take your time.
Repeat what were you asking?
I was asking you, you said black sheep, you have 7 bones in your foot, and your Pisces is the feet. Are you very good with your ankles and feet? And are you good with maybe making someone get thrown off balance?
Well, yeah, like I've done many forms of martial arts, and I also teach grounding, where I put my back up against a tree and take my shoes off and just put my feet right into the earth. So I always talk about the feet. And I always talk about breathing as well, because I'm a metallic monkey. I'm born in the year of the monkey.
Ah.
And I'm very, when it comes to breathing, I always tell people about your breathing, how important it is, and also having balance on your feet. So your breathing and your feet are very important things that most people overlook. I always share this with everyone every time I talk about these things. But Pisces, I always said, like, because Pisces, you, like in French, when you say Pisces foot, it's pied, which is pied.
Yep.
Which is foot, and also you march with your feet.
Yep.
Right. It's all these. I'm always been good on my feet athletically. I used to martial arts, karate, jiu-jitsu. I've done aikido. I've done Prado Serre, kickboxing, and I'm a dancer. My mom's a dance instructor. She's a Pisces as well.
Whoa, wait a minute. I'm also a dance teacher, ballet, Hare Krishna. Another moment there, connection. Bam, beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely.
So now I'm gonna sort of expand upon the fish, and before I look in your tarot, because you already know your stuff, which is I'm grateful for, because you're also a follower of Santos Bonacci, how I also woke up and started making connections. So you're also someone who's just simply open, and that's what makes the difference between someone who only shares videos and follows a popular truther. I'm not saying anyone in particular, as opposed to, you watch the video, you're doing the work, and you're humbling yourself, right?
Absolutely.
That's the truth.
Like when I go out, like I try, like I don't go out very often, but I do because I have a delivery company. I do cannabis delivery. And
wow.
So yeah, because in Canada it's legal now. So I try to network as much as I can with people, and I talk about these things with everyone, And I notice a lot of people are very receptive to these kinds of things. It's just they don't know much about it, so therefore it can intimidate people. So I try to be as seductive with the knowledge that I do have, and I get a lot of inspiration from like people like yourself, Jay, Santos Bonacci. I've got a lot of people that I've listened to throughout the years that I've gained inspiration from, right? So
thank you.
And I try to apply this to myself first.
Sure.
Live the example. Therefore, people can gain inspiration. Otherwise, when you're just talking about it, sometimes people say, "Well, you're not living it, so why would I listen?" Right? So
I'm gonna say this before I go further. Now, I want everyone who watches these videos, and you don't mind that I'm sharing this on YouTube for people to hear and be motivated for mental health. You're good with that?
Oh, I don't mind at all.
Bless you. Thank you for trusting in me and in the world. So now Pisces is a fish. It means a flat fish, but here's what's funny about it. It relates to a dice board. It relates to gambling. Now in your Mahabharata, your good family, the Pandavas, lose everything. They lose all their consciousness. They go crazy and gamble their women, their brothers, their land. Have you ever had a personal beef or problem with someone that was gambling? Or were you in a situation where you felt like, yo, that's a big risk, man. That's a gamble and your life was at risk? I feel like you've been through that a lot, possibly.
Well, me, it's I've never really had any issues myself personally with like gambling or like consumption, things like that. I've always been pretty good. I don't have an addictive personality, but what I do have a problem with is when I see friends and family gambling with their lives. Like when like smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, like eating meats, like excessive amounts of meats, and being really stupid with their health. Which I find is a form of gambling.
Yep.
That you're saying that you're going to essentially trade a lifetime for a moment of gluttonous pleasure, or a moment of pleasure of like smoking a cigarette. Like to me, it's not logical to me. It's like when someone smokes cigarettes, because to me it's like you're taking a gamble on your life, but also you're encouraging corporations that are essentially, taking advantage of people that are gambling with their own health. It's just I find this ridiculous. So that's the only connection I can see for me personally. I don't have anybody that's ever caused me any problems when it comes to gambling, like money wise or anything like that. My mom's always been very good. Like my mom's always been there for me. My dad's never been there for me. So I grew up with her. So the only thing I can say is like I always say like the connection is like I always tell people you're gambling with your life. I always say that like you're gambling. You're taking risks with the foods you eat, the things you consume, the people you expose yourself to. It's a form of gambling because you don't know the energies you're exposing yourself to, right?
Yep.
So that's the connection I can think of. I'm trying to think of anything else maybe, but
that's fine. That's actually perfect because they're also metaphors in what I'm asking, because basically you're doing what most people have a hard time doing. You already clearly have in your mind who did what to you, and you're simply wanting this reading to just sort of, I think, highlight and maybe sort of enforce and encourage you to keep doing and walking the path of your two Pisces fish, right?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. So you're already there. So I'll tell you this. Now, all my subscribers need to go to etymology and look up hippocampus in the brain. Hippocampus relates to hippity hoppity. Why is that important for everyone to learn how to rap? When I first saw any video, I don't care what truther it was, I wrote everything in a poem. Your Mahabharata, the most powerful story that everything is based on, and we're still living in hell today because of that story. You got two families in that story. Damn it, that's two fish of Pisces. It's your story too. You have the Karuvas, the so-called bad family, and the Pandavas, the good. That would be your Crips and Bloods, gays and straight, Arabs and Christian, yes or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you see where I'm going. Now, I'm sure you listen to hip hop music and you like it, but a lot of people don't understand that it's not just music. Your Mahabharata is the longest rap song. Now, in your Ramayana, your Ram is your RAM, is your brain, is your computer memory, is March, is Mars. Hence, you're dealing with a lot of fire like everybody else is. We're supposed to. The way that Ram fights the demons in the Ramayana of India, like Mahabharata, a circle comes out of his spear or her. What is a circle but a cipher? What is the BET hip hop cipher? What are any races doing rapping in a circle? You know what they're really supposed to be doing? Rapping esoteric bars that say Michael, that say Krishna, that say Ram, and you rhyme it together. And if everyone's in a cipher speaking to the gods, you know what that's doing, my brother? That's repelling demons. That's how Ram killed demons, with his or her ability to sync everything in a rhyme pattern. Everything is in a flow, is it not? Look at how we live today. Everyone can point to McDonald's. They can point to their place of work. They can point to, oh, I like that person. I don't like that person. That is a rhyme and a beat. Yes or no?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So if we can simply learn how to rhyme and memorize all of our esoteric wisdom, like this video, and don't doubt yourself, put thigh with die, that's Diana. Make it rhyme and memorize it and rap to the sun and rap to the moon, because they're shaped like a cipher, a BET rap cipher. Mm-hmm. This makes sense to you?
Yeah, it does. It's like the circle of life. Like if you essentially you have the seed of life, the flower of life. It's all these circles. Essentially, you keep doing, and that's how essentially life grows. And if you keep doing that, then of course you're not gonna undo yourself. Which are demons. That's what they try to do. Or the demons are not necessarily evil or bad. I think it's just they're there to challenge us, to essentially push us in the right direction, or either we fall and go with them, or you know what I mean. Like I have a saying, I have a demon that I have caged inside of myself. I haven't killed my demon. You don't kill your demon. You put him in a cage and you unleash him upon people when they need to be unleashed upon, because sometimes people don't understand seduction. They don't understand the angel. But so therefore you say, okay, well, I'm going to feed you to my demon. My demon is going to consume all your nonsense out of you, because I'm going to unleash him on you. And then you're going to see what I'm saying is true. Because people sometimes, you can be as nice or seductive as you want. They don't listen. They don't, until the demon comes along and starts showing them all the reasons why they shouldn't fuck around.
Yes. So the way a rhyming pattern works for most people who say they were awake today, you and I were talking about this. I'm not very popular and I don't expect any views. The creator is showing me Saturn in a license plate with my name. I know where I'm going when I die. And in death, there is no death. It's called, did you see the signs? And follow and give back to your people. That is called doing good deeds, to help with bad karma. Biggest problem, Mahabharata, the Pandavas, the good family, they cheated, they lied in order to win. Krishna helped them do that to teach them that now you must stay in hell, but do good deeds to still go back up to your mama in heaven. So it's not doom and gloom, but we have a problem with good people going bad today, yes or no?
Absolutely, yeah.
A lot of problem. They just can't figure out, they can't stay vegan, or they can't stay a meat eater, they can't stay this, they can't stay that. They don't want to, the earth is this, the earth is that. I'm gay, I'm straight. Too much black and white. So what I'm trying to get people to realize is that your patterns today, if someone has gone viral, you'll watch that YouTube link or you'll share that. But if you see someone's work, like maybe myself or your work, my brother, if it only has 20 views, the truth community is going to walk right by it. And that's just as bad as pop culture and the Illuminati distraction behavior. Yes or no?
Absolutely, yeah.
So we have to be fair, right? So as we are the problem today, not the Illuminati. It's these videos about only exposing one side has to stop. And everyone follows the one who shows you the Eye of Horus, pedophilia. It's still going on. Earth is flat. No, Earth is a cube with many damn dimensions, in which those dimensions are dementia and your Democrat and the demon that you mentioned that you have to conquer. Because we're all being challenged. Every insect review has an adversary. Why? Because God is evil? No, because they have to earn the right to go back where they came from.
Absolutely.
That's it.
I have a mantra that I say to myself when I share this with everyone is it helps me stay in good focus, is balance between assistance and resistance is the essence of my presence and is the substance that makes up all of existence.
Wow.
So I'm here to be resistance to existence, right? Like that's why I say to people, like, look, are you here to be of resistance to existence or to be of assistance to to existence? Well, I think I'm grateful to God or the creator, whatever you want to call it, whatever makes you feel good about it. But like, I'm here to be of assistance. So if I'm eating animals, well, what am I doing? Am I being of assistance to existence? Absolutely not. I'm actually causing a lot of resistance to other existence, other sentient beings that are living a life of hell in order for me to have 5 minutes of gluttonous pleasure. And if you look at all, so that's why I tell people about veganism when I share that, look, man, it's like me, I'm here for ethical, environmental, and health reasons. And I'm here to be of assistance to existence and not cause so much resistance. And if I do cause resistance, well, then I'm going to correct myself and trying to work out the balance between those two. Because that's what it is. You have to have some kind of resistance sometimes to show you that you are being of assistance, right? Because otherwise, if you don't know about resistance, you won't know there's assistance. Like, you know what I mean? You can't have one without the other. You can't have light without darkness.
That's awesome. This is a 45-minute video. We're at 32 minutes. Before I build on what you just said, I want to say two things. You're a martial artist. That is MA. Martial arts is Massachusetts. I'm from Massachusetts. Massa is Messiah. Messenger is Mercury. And I have Mercury in my house of Gemini. So you and I definitely are powerful. And also, I wanted to say my mantra. Thank you for sharing yours. Mine is, the best part of a dream is realizing you're awake.
Yeah, right.
That's it.
That's nice.
Okay, so let me do your tarot quickly. Great. So, all right. The sun is the magician, and its colors red and yellow. Do red and yellow have anything interesting for you?
Well, I find those are the two nicest combination colors to go together, is red and yellow.
Beautiful. And so let's go into the character is self-identity, values, desire, action, your martial arts. You seek new paths, takes on duties, responsibilities. Now I'm going to go to the Magician Tarot to see what your astrology is. You already said Pisces. The Magician is focused will, creation, everything is possible. You're very open-minded. It's already saying Aries and Mercury. Oh my God, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Damn it. Mercury in Aries is martial arts and Massachusetts. And did I not just say that before I even saw this, my brother?
Yeah, you did, actually.
Wow. And that's also the AM, baby. Are you a morning person? Do you get up early? Are you very passionate about fitness at all?
I am, but I don't actually. I'm a morning person because I stay up till the early morning. I go to bed I'm a night owl, but I like the morning. But then I go to bed but it depends. Like I'm always all over the place. Like my calendar is always changing. Summertime, I'm more of a go to bed early, wake up early, and then fall, winter time, I'm more like, I stay up all night, sleep all day, pretty much.
Cool. Well, let me keep going before this time runs out because we're doing very well so far. So your animals are dove, a cat, a crow, and a hummingbird. Now, I'll tell you that personally, in Toronto, Canada, it's now called the Hummingbird Center Theater, I believe. Yes or no? In Toronto, it's a big theater, I believe.
I'm not too sure. That's a good question.
I think it was it called the Hummingbird? Hold on. I'm going to type that up right now. Where I was dancing. Hummingbird Theater. Oh, pardon me. It's in Rochester, New York. I don't know why I saw that. I forget what it was called. The theater. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. In Toronto. Anyways, so that was actually cool. Anyways, are you into theater at all? Well, martial arts is theater. So.
Well, I'm actually I'm an actor, stuntman, and I'm also a musician and songwriter.
Well, there we go. I forgot that you told me that about a year ago, but there we go again. Another moment. So it all worked out the right way. It's not the Hummingbird Center. It'll come to me. It's some famous name with an H. Anyways, your animals are dove, cat, crow, and a hummingbird. Do these animals ring a bell to you?
Well, the crow, I like the crows. Ravens and crows are pretty interesting birds. Crows are actually very intelligent.
Nice.
I relate a lot to the crow. The hummingbird, not so much. The cat, neither. They said the dove. Well, I do a lot of symbolism. So the dove, because, it's where Colombia, all that kind of stuff, right? It's all related to a lot of symbolism that I do research into. So.
Oh, wait. Hold on quickly. I'm going to blow your mind. I was right. Sorry, I researched it. I didn't mean to cut you off. In Toronto, you're a Canadian. It's called Meridian Hall. Meridian Hall is Master Hilarion in the tarot, the fifth green ray of Venus. But also, it was called the O'Keefe Center, but the building was known as the Hummingbird Center. So I think something to do with, look up that theater, brother. I don't know why. Just look that up. I will give you the link. Something to do with you in that theater or just your energy. I think you'll make a connection with either a person or a play that was there. I don't know. I just would recommend you do that. Does that sound like it makes sense to you?
Well, the only time I could think is when I went to Toronto, I got scouted out for acting to go. I went to the Sheraton what's it called, the Harbor Hotel, something like that.
Okay.
And I think it's across from that theater, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll look that up though.
Oh, so that theater you're saying was across from you, the Hummingbird Center?
I think so, because I remember there was like a theater or something like that across from where it's like right in front of the CN Tower.
Perfect. Notice how you said the hummingbird doesn't really relate to you. It does. Look for a hummingbird. It's got something for you. Now, I only have a few minutes left because I also want to hear your thoughts on this reading to encourage others. So your number one is the same as my other reading. Here's your phrase in Norse. It is answers, meaning the answer. You have answers. Your phrase is everything that comes to you comes to teach you. Ring a bell? Once again, your I Ching, you're into martial arts. The Chi is progress. Your corresponding letter is A, and your color is dark blue. Whoa, wait a minute. Your damn gemstone is emerald. I'm a Taurus. My gemstone is emerald. So you and I are united, yes or no?
Yeah.
Your tree is the ash tree. Are you into? You just told me that you go up against trees barefoot, don't you?
Yeah. All the time. I do everything. I go do my martial arts around the tree. I do everything around the tree.
Now I'm going to blow your mind. Your god is Odin in Norse. Odin had two ravens, and you like the crow. That's the Corvus constellation. I encourage you to write a poem. Rhyme your wisdom and rap to the moon and the sun when you gaze. Very, very important because you're adding up numbers. Every letter is a color and a degree. And you can create a stronger Taurus field from poems about what you know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Well, I try to, lately I've been having a creator's block there, but I'm back in my guitar again. I've been trying to work on music.
Good.
So if you want, I got a song I can share with you afterwards.
Are you kidding me? Yes, I want to hear your stuff. And then the god Odin, watch this, will blow your mind, is the Game of Thrones.
Well, see, Odin is funny because Odin, which is the sun, which is a ring, which is everything, which is all essentially it's all Norse mythology. But if you ever look up the Bach Saga, you should check that out. I think you'd appreciate that,
sure.
Jay.
Sure.
The Bach Saga. BOCK, which is they talk about where our ancestry, we all come from Finland, and our etymology, the English language, comes from the Finnish and Vong language.
Wow.
And like, if you listen to this guy talk about the Bach saga, I think you'll really appreciate this stuff, especially all the stuff that you're into as well. Like, you're gonna love this stuff.
Well, we have 5 minutes left. Before I do you have a guitar with you now? You can sort of do something like you're good to go?
Yeah, right here, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, the Bach saga is 7 bones, my brother. It goes right back to being a black sheep, baby. And you mentioned the crow. So that being said, 7 bones and number 7. I encourage you to show your talent within this 5-minute window.
All right, sounds good. Here, I'll play a song for you.
Cool, man.
This song is called Ruler of the Age.
Nice.
I hope you can hear me properly.
Yeah, you're good. You're coming in. You got about 4 minutes left. You're good.
Okay. Do this way. All right, here we go. This venomous vengeance seems to dear me from my faith. With vicious vigilance, it fills my heart with hate. My voracious villainy has put my soul at stake. Vindictive violence has made me take the bait. So why have you forgotten me, oh child of mine, so innocent and pure? Time on the dotted line, so you may always be mine, for I must become the mage, free the demons from the cage, fuel the fires of rage, so I can rule the age. This venomous vengeance seems to take me far away, to a place where darkness lies, demons come to play. In the light will shine and I will surely look away. Blinded and alone again, and all I seem to hear is, why have you forsaken me, oh Father of mine, so mighty and so wise? Time on the dotted line, so you may always be mine, for I must become the mage, demons from the cage, fuel the fires of rage, so I can rule the age, so I can rule the age, so I can rule the age.
My brother, may I cut in quickly?
Yes, sir.
We have a minute left. That was awesome. Can I spit a bar for you?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you for that awesome song. Here's my bar. It goes 1/5 to the -3. That's the Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Trinity. Vishnu, Ishna, Noah, ministry. Sumerians and Hindus are one in poetry. Golden ratio, AU is a she. Aurora, aura, yellow infinity. Stomach chakra, your solar plexus is the wilderness. Arcadian crabs on me. Sextan, 6-part Islamic sorcery. Measurement of the stars is Arabic history. Alganib is the side, Pegasus mystery. Virgo is the sword, and that's all Kali. Chopping off heads like Chopin Symphony. Composing 4 keys, Bohemian and Vivaldi. Vivaldi, Venus, quad thighs, legacy. When running laps, we all move heavenly. And we are done. We have 10 seconds left. What can you say about this reading that you want everyone to know?
Nothing nothing much except that I appreciate it, and I think had a lot of fun, and I think it opened up a lot of things about myself and brought us closer together, brother.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Love you too. And we end it there. Perfect.